I am selling my beautiful 2004 Mercedes-Benz G500. It's not for the reason you might think. It's because I got this.
Oh, guys, I love walking into my own shop with all of my beautiful yet high maintenance vehicles sitting here. Oh, it's like I'm playing a real life game of GTA or something.
Welcome back to Rolling Stocks. My name is CJ and this is my 2014 Mercedes G63 AMG. I used to have a base model G500 from 2004, a 10-year older model, and I really liked that car. I took it on a lot of adventures and I made a lot of videos about it. You guys can check those out in my videos. But today we're going to focus on this truck and we're going to take a look inside the engine bay because it's a Mercedes and let's be real. This car actually got some scathing commentary on Reddit about how unreliable the engine is and about how bad the turbos are. And there's all sorts of comments about how this may have been one of the worst G-Wagons Mercedes ever made. But I'm hoping that with a little bit of maintenance caught up on, we can get this thing back into reliable, proper functioning condition. I have been driving this car around for a couple of weeks now and I've already put some new tires on it. And aside from that, it does need a lot of work.
Welcome to the inside of the G63 AMG. This truck is really nice inside, but honestly, it is not driving well right now. This steering wheel, I really have to push to turn this thing. And I looked it up and I think I probably have a bad steering gear. Let me show you guys what that looks like.
Okay, there is our steering gear and you can see there's a leak right here on this part of it. And boy, that thing is just cooked. There's actually an adjustment you can make on these, but on this one, this casing is so far gone that the guys at the shop were not able to adjust it. That is not what you want any of the mechanical components, especially powered ones, on your G-Wagon to look like.
On top of the steering gear being absolutely cooked and looking like it was under the ocean for a few years, you can literally feel the engine vibrating throughout the chassis of this truck. And I believe both the motor mounts and probably the transmission mount are done on this and need to be redone too. There's also some leaks in the engine bay and I'll show you guys those real quick.
That right there is wetness on the steering gear. That is the bottom of the turbo and it is just coated in oil. It looks like it's dripping all over the alternator, so the alternator is getting coated in oil. So that's also not good. That's gonna need some attention at some point. In addition to that, down here, you can see we've also got some oil residue here and some, well, plenty of wetness here. This also could be just the oil from this dripping down onto here. So hopefully that's what this is. Hopefully when I get the turbo addressed, then that will resolve all of the oil buildup on this part here. These German cars always seem to be leaking. That's just what they do.
Just like every car I buy, this car is definitely a hoopty and it needs TLC. And you know, you think you're getting something nice, but it turns out you're getting a turd that needs to be polished. Well, okay, it's not exactly a turd.
While we're in here checking things out, I'm gonna go ahead and replace the engine air filters because the maintenance records show no replacement of these in recent history, and I bet the engine probably wants to breathe. Oh, watch this, guys. Hey, it opens unlike the other one. Oh, that sound. And there you have it. There is our, I've already got oil in my hand. There is our 5.5 liter V8 twin turbocharged engine made by Matthias Lutre. Sorry, Matthias. This is the engine you built and it still runs, so good job. The first thing we need to do is get Matthias's signed engine cover off here so that we can have a look at this engine. Here is our 71,000 mile now engine, and it's not looking too bad. It looks like there was a little bit of a coolant spill or leak there, but it looks dry on top, which is always a good sign. The valve covers look pretty good and dry up front and up top, so that means all the leaking is probably happening in the back of the engine. I'm just kidding. No, I'm actually probably not. The first thing we need to do here to get these air boxes off are disconnect these air sensor connectors, and there's one there, and there's one in the back of the engine. Next, these hose clamps need to be loosened, and that one already looks loose, so that's very interesting. That one's tight, so that's good. That's what it's supposed to be like. Now, we can lift these boxes up. Yep. Oh, hello. There's one. Ah, there's two. Not too bad. Okay, that's fine. Once again, everything looks okay in here. I don't actually see any wet spots on top of the valve covers. Looks like these are just some foam pieces that come right out of here. Yep, look at that. So now we can actually see what's going on in here. Come on, guy. What are you caught on over here? I'm going to be gentle with you because we don't want to break you. But we do want you out of here. There we go. Okay, wow. Ever seen one of these on an engine before? I haven't. Not till now. Oh boy. Oh, jeez. I just broke one of these clips, I think. If any of you guys are doing this at home, be mindful of these right here. These are little plastic clips that will clip onto these hoses, and they hold those foam pieces on that I just pulled out. You can see there's one there, and there's also one right there. So be mindful of those if you're pulling this out. I dropped one on the floor. I was able to find it, luckily, so we have all of them. But you'll probably need these to hold those foam valve covers on. Here is our mess. That is our M157 engine, and luckily it looks like this one is in pretty good shape. I don't see anything going on as far as valve cover leaks, which is, well, okay, I take that back. What's that right there? Okay, so it looks like there's some oil residue there. What that's from, I don't know, but it sure looks like valve cover leak. Well, we all knew that was a possibility. As we go throughout the rest of the engine, looks like it's in pretty decent shape in here. It looks pretty clean on this side too, so I don't see anything jumping out at me that looks like it's a problem. So that's the good news here. Our brake fluid is filled up to its proper level, and the fluid is a little dirty, but it's not too bad. Everything else looks in order. You can see we've got this fluid filled to its proper line. Just so I don't leave it out, there is the rear diff, and you can see it's not leaking. It looks really good, actually. The whole rest of the undercarriage looks really clean, with the exception of that oil leak up front. This oil was supposed to have been changed within the last couple of thousand miles, so it should be relatively clean. It doesn't look burnt or black, which is always a good sign. All right, let's get these air filters replaced. This is a Torx 25. And that's all you need to get this cover open so that you can put in the new filters. This comes off like that. And there's our old filter. Wow, that actually looks pretty good. I think this was recently done.
It's definitely got a little bit of dirt and stuff on it. Probably would help to clean out all of this plant residue out of here. And we just pop that back on there like that. And just like that, you got one new air filter out of two. That's ready to go back on the car. Definitely is dirty, so I feel good about replacing these, even though they look okay. That's interesting. It looks like some liquid got pulled up in here at some point. That's probably fine. Okay. I was ready to go back on. And there you have it. This G63 now has fresh air filters, and I've inspected everything and found the problems, and found also that this engine looks to be like it's in pretty good shape. Yes, I do need to get that oil leak addressed on the turbo soon, and I am getting the steering gear replaced really soon, but hopefully when those two things are done, this truck will be awesome. I hope you guys enjoyed this video on this pretty awesome G63 AMG. And if you guys like content like this on cars like this that are maybe a little ostentatious but still a blast to own and drive, please like this video and subscribe to my channel. There will be lots more content on this car and the other project cars as well. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Peace out and rock on.